Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm addressing the allegations. I'm just kidding. Today I'm talking about the Isle mods. Mods have been a thing in the Isle like 5 years ago or 4 years ago, and the community went crazy, and all I remember about those mods is the desert map that came in the Isle, which was an amazing, beautiful map. Everybody who played it or seen videos about it remembers it was a beautiful map to play on. I want to talk about mods in the Isle and the future of mods, because I think mods will be great, and I've seen developers talk about mods and the introduction of mods into this game, and I want to see your opinions about them as well down in the comments. Yeah, as I said, mods, I think they're amazing, right? I think everybody would benefit from them. Path of Titans has mods, and I think mods keep that game alive and thriving more than it already is, because everybody can add their own dinosaur in that game. Would you guys like the addition of new dinosaurs into the Isle when it comes to modding, like people making mods to add more dinosaurs into this game? I think that would be a neat idea, but I feel like the Isle will require a lot of resources and a lot of time from the people who want to make mods to add mods into this game, especially new animals or dinosaurs to be played, because the quality of dinosaurs in the Isle is way above other dinosaur games out there, and I think all of us can agree on that point, because there's so many animations, so many mechanics you have to take in mind when you design a mod and the animations of a dinosaur, that is just gonna take a lot of time. And I hope in the future, if we get access to adding our own dinosaurs into this game, I hope the community will come with very amazing, beautiful, thought out dinosaurs that are modded and added into this game. Because if that ever comes out, imagine you could literally have everything you ever wanted into this game. You can literally have an aquatic dinosaur into this game that lives in water. If we don't get Mosasaurus into the Isle, modding then can have that happen, right? And give it the lungeability of the dino to just drown things. That would be amazing. Just think about it. Wow. Chef's kiss. I think Felipe said at one point in the Isles Discord that mods, when they come into this game, they will actually be looked over from the developers, and they will kind of allow or not allow different mods into the game, because basically they don't want mods to kind of interfere too much on the work the developers are doing. And in my opinion, that sounds fair, right? I mean, it gives us access to mods, but the developers don't want the community to literally change the whole game and literally just throw everything the developers have worked on for years into the trash just because mods are a thing and people can modify everything. So for example, if mods they come and they make Dinosuchus be able to run at 100 kilometers an hour on land, I think the developers will be like, no, we won't allow that, right? Because that's not something we want to see in our game. So basically mods will be overlooked by the developers for at least a few years, I would say. I mean, eventually developers will get bored of just overlooking mods constantly, and after 5-10 years, maybe they hire people to look over mods. Maybe that's the thing, and if they do that, then maybe even more than 5 years, right? But I feel like that's a great thing, right? It's not bad. It's bad for people who want to mod the game totally different than how it is now, but if you want to do that, just why are you playing the Isle at this point, right? I mean, why? Because we all play the Isle for the experience it offers, for the things it has in the game. Like, everybody who plays the Isle right now likes it as it is, and they like what the developers are putting out into the game. And in my opinion, to just somebody, a modder, comes and just deletes everything and makes something completely different, like something, let's say they add spaceships to the Isle and humans could be able to just fly to space or something like that. That's just unrealistic, and the devs, and I agree with the devs on that part, that shouldn't be a mod in this game, right? But let's say if they want to add an animal or a dinosaur that's very well made and it actually fits with the environment, with animations and everything, hey, you want to do that, I think the developer should allow it, because it just, it makes the game way fun, and it looks like it belongs in the game by the amount of animations people put in this game, and the amount of everything that the modders will do to those new dinosaurs, all the animations and stuff. Other things that would be cool to see in this game by modders is new fauna, maybe a new map, like the desert one I was talking about, like the other I don't know, like the new weapons, new outfits, new skin patterns. Modders can actually do skin patterns. Again, don't give them purple skins like you see in Beast of Bermuda, because again, that's not realistic. I think you can already do that right now. I've seen some pictures. Those are very weird pictures, if you ask me, of purple skins in the Isle. I think server owners can do that, and that's just so weird to me. Like, why would anyone? It's not even pleasing to look at. Like, it just blinds you, literally. I don't know why anyone would want that. You could be seen from a kilometer away hiding in a bush if you're glowing purple. You could add resources. You could add. You can modify migration zones. Modding can allow you to maybe change migrations, how they work. Maybe mods can allow you to, like, let's say server owners they can mod their own map of gateway, right? They can modify areas. They can make nesting zones here. They can put more food there, less food here. Make it so, in their vision to allow, let's say, a server is more realistic based. Maybe they modify the server so it's more realistic to give that feel to be realism. If a server wants, let's say, deathmatch, they could modify gateway to be a deathmatch zone, literally flat. But again, would the developers allow that? Who knows, right? Who knows? Maybe they will, because it's not modifying the game. It's just modifying how the map looks, and people just spawn and kill each other. It is what it is. But it's interesting to think about mods in this game, and I want to hear about what the community would like from mods. Because again, mods, in my opinion, should be overlooked by the developers. While modding is fun, we gotta kind of pay respect to what the developers are working on. Because if by now, like if I'm sitting here and say, yeah, I want spaceships in the Isle, I want weapons that kill everything with one click, I don't like developers. I don't like what you're working on, so I'm kind of waiting patiently until mods are a thing, and then I will just destroy everything we worked on. Like, if there's people out there who actually think that, just please calm down, okay? I respect the developers for all the work they're putting on in this server, and again, that can also come the argument. You can make the argument that hey, it's a mod. You can either have it or not have it. It's, if people want to have it, why not? But again, if that mod is a thing, and let's say 200 people play it, that's kind of gonna make other people play it, because there's 200 people playing this mod, let me try it as well. And then more and more people gonna try it, even though it's a weird idea about spaceships in the Isle where dinosaurs have AK-47s and they shoot each other. If a lot of people play it, it's gonna make other people play it, and it's just gonna ruin the experience the developers made, right? And I think that's just oof. Even in Path of Titans, see, those mods kinda work with the game, and I feel like that's how the Isles mods should work. Adding more dinosaurs, adding maps, and basically in that range of modding, right? Because in Path of Titans, the biggest mods I've seen, the only mods I've seen, is with new dinosaurs. And if they're made very, very well made, I have faith in the modding community that they will add mods that actually add more things, more dinosaurs, more everything. Maybe you leave a list down in the comments right now with all the dinosaurs that are not on the main roster of the Isle. I'll actually put here on the screen a roster of the Isle planned, right? I don't think it's all of them, but it's most of them. And maybe you could put names of what you would like to see in the future. So maybe anybody out there can take a screenshot, put it somewhere, and when mods come, hey, this is what the community wants. Which one am I comfortable making, right? One of the most interesting things I would love to see in this game is more crocodilians. I think everybody loves crocodilians and semi-aquatics. Semi-aquatics, in my opinion, are the most played creatures and will be the most played creatures in this game, because land and water is just, it always fascinated me to see creatures go in the water and just be like, whoa, I'm just disappearing, and all you see is the water moving and I'm underneath it, haha, I'm gonna ambush you. It's just such a satisfying thing to play, right? The Dinosaurus is one of the most loved things, and probably the thing that made this game famous, right? I mean, a lot of streamers, a lot of YouTubers playing Dinosaurus, and honestly, if I go on Twitch, there's a list of few streamers streaming Dinosaurus because everybody loves crocodiles. But yeah, I wonder what other mods can the community come up with, and I'm excited to when mods come in this game, and I want to know your opinions about modding and what you have the vision of modding in the Isle. How far would you like mods to go when it comes to changing the Isle? How do you think they should should change variables very much. The food, it's accessible. Maybe they put a kebab shop somewhere on Gateway and dinosaurs can buy them. And not even dinosaurs, humans even, you know. It's just a guy with kebabs. Hey, you know, speak English, kebabs, you know. Kebabs are good, dude. I love eating kebabs here at my town. Okay. Okay, everybody, thank you very much for watching. Tell me your opinions about modding and if you agree with the developers actually overlooking modding. And how far do you think modding is from now? I think it's quite far, right? Quite like 3, 4, 5 years maybe, something like that. I mean, let's say they get all the dinos out and they kind of finish humans to 80%. And I feel like then humans can come out in this game. What do you think? How far do you think they are? Probably very far. I've seen a lot of comments. Oh, I'm gonna have, my kids will have kids by then. Maybe it's true. But again, if your kids will have kids by then, focus, then the developers will be basically dead or 80 years old. So I don't think they will work on the game at 80 years old. So they're also on a timer to finish this game because, you know, they're getting old very soon from now. In 1 year, man, in 1 year, the isle is gonna be 10 years old. In 1 year from now, in December next year, is gonna be 10 years old. Dondi is gonna be 10 years older since he started playing or making the isle. That's crazy to think about. Where was I 10 years ago? I was 13 years old. Jesus. Okay. Thank you very much for watching, everybody. It was me, Mr. Beard, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye.